Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to quit beating around the bush and get after it. I've been putting this off long enough. I don't feel like doing it. I'm not in the mood, but it has to be done. I put this car back together a few months ago. It's running good, everything, but I don't know what happened. The transmission is leaking real bad. I mean, look how bad it leaks. I have to put that cardboard there so I don't soak that pavement, and it's leaving spots everywhere. I mean, it's dripping. You can see it when you pull over or stop. You can see it bloop, bloop, just gushing out. This is the old transmission. I like the way this one shifts better than the one I have on there. The one I have on there came off Maxima. This is the original transmission. The only reason I didn't put this one back in because I had kind of, let me show you. Okay, it was a very stupid rookie mistake I did. When I took this transmission off, I pulled off the and I wasn't being careful. I was in a hurry, and when I pulled that seal, I kind of scratched the shaft first of all, and then that bushing right here, I kind of scratched it too. So I said forget it, and I went with another transmission. Well, now I'm gonna use this one. So I went looking for that bushing back here. I found the seal. That wasn't no biggie, but they don't sell that bushing back here no more. They say it's an internal part, and I thought I could get it in a kit. So I told them, well, sell me the kit, and it doesn't come in the kit no more. The way you can get that bushing, the way Nissan told me, because I went to the Nissan house, so you just probably need to get another transmission, but I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna be a guinea pig, and we're gonna see if this works. You can see right there, that's where I scratched it. I took some emery cloth, ran it through there, and it's real smooth now. Now the bushing here too, I took some emery cloth, and I ran it through there, and it's real smooth now. I don't think it's gonna cause any problems, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I'll be the guinea pig. If you ever do anything stupid like that, you'll know now. We're gonna put it on and see if it's gonna leak. Like I said, I don't think it's gonna leak. I got the seal to put out here, and we'll put that on here in a little bit. But I don't know what happened in the tranny in this vehicle. I have no idea. I mean, things happen sometimes. I don't know if the torque converter, sometimes it'll leak. The weld right here will crack and it'll leak, or leak from somewhere here. But I'm guessing that seal that I put on it went out. I mean, I don't know why. It's a brand new seal. We'll see if we can find out when we pull this transmission off this car. And I'm gonna do it out here because I want to free up the shop for the customers that are gonna be coming in and gonna need to work on their vehicles. I'm guessing it's gonna take me 2 days. 2 days. Today is Sunday, and I'll probably finish it Monday. Unless I get after it, I can get it done today. But like I said, I'm not in the mood, so I don't think that's gonna happen. It'll be done for sure Monday. Look at that shit. Cops are chasing someone. Oh, they caught the dude. That sucks. Things that you see when you're out here on a Sunday. Oh, guys in handcuffs and in the back of that cruiser. Alright, enough of that. Let's get down to business here. Zoom out. Alright, there's several ways to do this. If you have a big socket that this seal, let me use the old one. I don't want to tear up that's the old one. See how it's almost, it'll fit around just perfect like that. Use that, but it has to be a long socket because you got to pass this shaft. Or if you have the proper tool, or if you have a PVC pipe, perfect fit. Put it in there, and then you hammer it in there with the hammer. Probably even do it with your fist. I don't want to get it in there because I don't have help from the new one. Make sure you clean around here real good. So let's install this one. Just go to your hardware store and get the right diameter of pipe here. Now I'm going to use this pipe and this rubber mallet. Alright, let me straddle this transmission. Whoa, easy. And don't put it like that, guys. Goes in like this. You want to get it in there flush, right? You want to You can use this to tap it on the sides. Oh, that's what I was gonna tell you. That'll work too. If you want to, you can tap on it going around. That'll work too, but I mean, it's a lot easier if you've got something like this. Okay, now I think I can hammer it. Be gentle, guys. There's no reason to beat the heck out of it. There we go. It's in. Oh, here's the box it came in. So I ended up ordering it from Advance. So it's nice and flushed all the way around evenly. Make sure you put it in there all the way, or you're gonna be back pulling that tranny out. And that's what sucks about this. That part, I used to get them for $5, $10. Now they're $17, which ain't much. But the hard part is pulling out the transmission. We'll put that in there. Oh man. Let's put the torque converter in. No, I'll put it in later. Okay, we're gonna drain whatever's left in that pan. Let's take a look down there. Look how bad that is. It's all full of oil. See some drips there. Still dripping away. Been sitting here for a while. I switched to some latex gloves so I don't get all this on me. So I don't know if there's anything left in here. It's been sitting here for several weeks. Look how clean it is. Because I've been having to add some just every day. I add. Depends how hard I would drive it. Man, that's so clean I could reuse it. While it drains, I'm gonna take off the tire. So I'm gonna run this bungee cord up on the springs. There. That's way out of the way now. Okay, much better. I don't care if these get all wet. Okay, in order to take that transmission out, I gotta drop the whole subframe. So there's two ways of doing it. Last time I left these lower control arms on with the knuckle. So it was just hanging there, but it was heavier because you got about 25 pounds here with the knuckle and the rotor. The rotor should come out. I think that's 5 pounds less. And but this time I'm gonna take it out of here first. Let's get this carter pin out of here. Straighten it out. And I don't go crazy when I put these on. See, so they can come out easier when you get ready to do it again, or whoever does it. And this is gonna be 33 millimeter. See how that axle pulled out? So that's good. It tells me it's not gonna give me a hard time. Now I still can't pull it far enough to pop that axle out. So I'm gonna have to take off these two bolts. And these are 19 millimeter. Yeah, 19. Now I don't know if I have to hold the back ones. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do. No. Okay. I'm gonna push on this so I can get these out. I'm gonna get the rotor back on. in there. That way I've got something I can push on. Okay, they're being a little bit stubborn, so I'm gonna put the nut on the back so I don't miss anything and tap it. That's what you call love taps. Sometimes you gotta give them a little bit of love taps. Go with the bottom one first. Top one. I've got a bolt that I can use for that. All right. Now I can probably pull this out, get it out of the strut. You want to be careful with this. Don't let it hang too long or pull on it, or it'll pop it out of its place, out of there. Then you're gonna have to find where it goes in and pop it back into place. I'll set it right there for now. Let me see what size. Well, let me just set it like this. I don't know what size this is, and mess with that harder pin. There. Thanks for whoever put it in there. All bent like a damn pretzel. Okay, I let it soak for a few minutes. Let's take this rotor off. Make things a little bit easier. Comfy here. So far so good. Okay, I'm gonna hit it here and see if it comes loose. Yep. Maybe I should have left that still on until I take this off, but hey, I jumped the gun. All right, it's a 19 millimeter. Same thing here. You want to hammer it there on the knuckle and see if that brings it loose. That wasn't too bad. Put this nut back in there so I don't forget it or lose it. And it'd be better if you take off the tie rod first, you know, so this won't be moving around everywhere. I don't know why I did it like this. I did a brain fart. Now this is ready to come off. Let's get this out again. This bolt out. Okay, now I'm gonna try to pop that CV axle. I'm gonna grab it from here. This might work better. And if you don't want to pop out, keep turning it. All right, guys, here goes nothing. I'm gonna give it all I've got. Okay, YouTubers. Sometimes you're gonna run into a stubborn one like that, and you don't want to be pulling on this, you know, because it's gonna pop it out of the joint there. Then it'll tear that boot, or it'll pop out of that boot. Then you're gonna have to put it back together. I mean, it can be put back together, but it's a pain in the rear. This won't be so bad if you could get behind it. Okay, the problem here is getting behind it here. You know, pop it out, and you can get it in there like I showed you, but it's very hard. When that doesn't work, what I do is I go through the back. Okay, what you want to do, if you can't get it through the front, grab one of these prying bars, and if you have room, this one you can't. Some you can come through the back. You get under the car and come through the back, and you put it right back here. And what you're doing is you're just popping it out, knocking it out, and it'll come out that way. I've done it that way too. But this one, you can't go through the back. It's hard to get a good bite on it because of all the lower control arm and the subframe. So as a mechanic, you have to improvise. So I took a hammer And that worked good. I was able to put the claw in the back, see? But there's no way to hit it. It's hard. You don't have no room for anything. So I've got another little hammer here that's falling apart. See? The head's falling apart. Took the handle off. Just took the head, wedged it back here like this, and then I tapped it back here, and it worked. I was prying it off, and it worked. Let me show you. Okay, ready to watch. I just stuck it in there like this, and I held it, and I whacked it with the hammer. See how it popped it out? And then I kept turning it. Hit it again on this side. It's already popped out, but I'm just there. Hit it, see how it pops it out. All right, now just be careful, gentle, and pull it out. Make sure you don't bump this boot anywhere here and tear it up. Okay, this is what I was talking about on the other side. I should have taken the tie rod off first, so this knuckle won't be wobbling everywhere on me. I already did the rotor and everything, so see, you don't have the knuckle wobbling everywhere. You still got everything connected, and you can just whack it here. Comes out. Now you can, whatever you want to do first. I'll do the top first. Just wanted to show you that it's easier if you have everything intact when you do the tie rod instead of this wobbling everywhere. Okay, now we're gonna have to loosen this CV axle, and we're gonna have to loosen 1, 2, I think it's 3. Yeah. See the other one in there, back there, bolts, and then we can pull this CV axle out. And it's a 12mm. I think what I'm gonna try to do is right here, you can see the CV axle. I'm gonna hit it that way, and it needs to pop out of the tranny right here. That's where it's hooked up on the tranny. I'll set the camera here and let y'all watch the action. This might work. And this one should be easier because I'm actually being able to bang on it out. Hope this doesn't leak on my face. Nope. Okay, now I'm gonna undo the exhaust. I've got 1, 2, and up there another 1, 3, 4, and one up here, 5, 14mm, and then 2 12mm up here for this bracket. And I'm gonna go all the way over there, and I don't know if y'all can see a bracket going across. I'll probably take that one off, and that one probably takes 12. But I'm going to use a deep socket on these first two, first ones up here. Alright, there's my setup to hold that exhaust out of my way. Works pretty good. The only thing, if something was to give over there, I set myself up a booby trap. It's gonna wham, slam into me and kill me. Alright, now we're gonna start on these transmission bolts. I'm gonna take all of these off. I think they're 14 and 17 up there. Way up there, that's a 17. And first I'm gonna remove this sensor. This sensor right here. I don't want to damage it. When I got this transmission, whoever pulled that tranny tore it up and I had to replace it. And this one so I can take the torque converter bolts off. Okay, now I'm gonna take a 19mm deep socket, put it on the crankshaft, and I'm gonna turn it from the bottom so I can remove those torque converter bolts. And if you look up here, I'll line up that bolt. And once it's lined up, 14 millimeter. Oh, don't want to drop it in there. I'll be able to get it out. They're tiny, little short stubby ones. And turn the crankshaft again with that ratchet till I get to the other one. There we go. Anyway, I'm going to start taking off the battery and this intake breather hose so I can get to these bolts on top here. So let's start that. Okay, these two bolts have to come out to get the starter out. This one up here, which is a 14 mil, and then one down here, that's a 17 mil. Okay, now I'm going to take these 17 millimeters bolts on the top, and I'm just going to, like I said, I'm leaving just two on the sides. And remember, this one that came out of here by the starter, it's longer than the rest. Just keep that in mind. This one came out of there and it's the longest one. And just remember, all the top bolts are the thick ones and the side ones are thick like that. Then one on the left of the starter is the long one, and then all the ones on the bottom were smaller. And I'll show you the starter one. This is another big one that goes through the starter, and then this one on the right side of the starter is the longest one. Look how long this one is. Okay, here's the deal. I'm gonna take out these two bolts right here on each side. Then we're ready for the subframe. We're gonna take that bolt, and I think those are 19. That one and that one, and the subframe should come down. Oh yeah, motor mounts. I think I'm gonna do that and then take a break, go to lunch. But at least I want to get to the subframe. Alright, YouTubers, I actually have more than what I thought. I still need to loosen the rack and pinion, that bolt over there, one on each side. And you want to tie up your rack and pinion up like that because it's going to be hanging. Put a rope, bungee cord, or wire like I did, see? That bolt and that one. Those two need to come off, and then the motor mount. So I thought it was further along. Like I said, the motor and the tranny should be held by this motor mount and another one on that side. Alright, Goofus, it would help if you would take this sway bar link off. What a Goofus. And I'll probably power wash all this grease on this thing. Let me take out the dipstick so I don't bend it. They're already separated, which is good. Got that big gap already here. Let's see if we didn't leave a bolt back there because the back isn't separating. Take a look. We take this motor mount off in that bracket. Yeah, you do it yourselfers. Get one of these jacks. It comes handy. Okay, I found the problem. Okay, I didn't want to take this turn converter off this good one, but I guess I have to. Because if you don't put it in there right, you'll mess up your transmission pump. And it's over. It's game over. You did all this for nothing. See how good I got this sucker in there. Okay, this is the good one. That rubber seal right there, it's missing on this one. When I started moving it, I seen it in there, jammed up, and here it is. It's supposed to go right there, and I guess it keeps them from leaking. That's the only thing I see wrong with it. Everything else looks good. That seal looks on there real good. And this one's on there real good too. But we got that little O-ring, little seal. So that was a culprit. Dang. When you put this in there, make sure it goes in there right. because if not, like I say, you will damage your transmission pump. Just move it around and see right there, it's not in. Just move it around, twist it as you push it in, and you'll feel it go in. And my brother always told me, if you can't stick your fingers back there, it's in, and I can't. And you can kind of hear the pump. I'm not a transmission tech, but I take tips from my brother. This is what he does for a living. You can hear the pump, and I do hear it. Okay, another way I've seen a guy put the torque converter in. If you're lucky enough to have a transmission like this that'll sit on its back, see. Take your torque converter. Probably gonna make a little mess. Put it in there, and then spin it, and it's gonna fall in there in place. There, see? Boom. See how it went down? It has no choice but to fall in place. Now, I feel confident. This one I know it's all the way in, so I'll measure. I just do about a finger's width here. Yeah. Now I'm more confident. I know this baby's in. I've seen it pop in there. Okay, from here I gotta pick it up. I want to get this car done tonight. I need it tomorrow, and I'm not gonna film the rest. Just go in the reverse, and I'll show it to you after I get done with it. And this jack is done, man. All right, YouTubers, I finished 9 o'clock. Well, we'll call it 9:10. Okay, YouTuber, following day. The car will start, but I gotta mess with the shifter. Let's see if it starts. It's starting right now, but I don't want to mess with the shifter. I know it's got to do something with the neutral safety switch, I guess. Shifter. Let me show you on the other transmission. This switch, I remember I was messing with that jack and the transmission did fall, and I guess it messed that switch up. So right now I'm just waiting on my brother. I don't want to mess with it. I'm not too familiar with transmission and all that stuff. I know it's simple. I probably just got to move it around, but I'm kind of stressed out and you know, frustrated. So he's on his way. He said in about 20 minutes, and then we'll see what happens. He said that's all we got to do is put the other one on there, because maybe when I dropped it I messed this one up. But that's all it needs, and then we're ready to go.
Broken, thank God. It just needed to be moved. You might have just jerked it a little.
Okay, all right, guys. I got my brother here. Like I told you, he's a transmission tech, and he fixed it. It's that neutral safety switch. He took 3 bolts off, and
get over here on this side. Right here.
Okay, I can get it. And he moved it, and now it's starting, so I'm good to go. Thanks, bro.
You're welcome.
We got it running real good. Let me show you the issue we had. It was that neutral safety switch, and you really can't see it, but it's down there. Let's go through the driver's side, and you can see in there. It's right there. It's that black little plastic. And I'll show it to you on this other transmission. I don't want to get down there right now. It's my day off, and I'm not ready to do any kind of work. It's broken on this one. That's what it looks like. Like I said, it's broken. I broke it from right there And okay, I broke it from right there and right there. These are the bolts. That's why I told you I was waiting for my brother, because I didn't see that third bolt there, and then it cracked from there. But I can get one online real quick if I need to. It goes something like this. Now you gotta do is move it around. See how it's got those slots instead of just perfect round circles where the bolts go? That's so you can move it around. If the car don't start, shift it this way, then try to start it. And if it starts, you got it right on the mark, and then tighten all the 3 bolts. But that was the issue. I just thought I'd show you that. And I'm not sure how you take it out, so I'm not gonna go into that, because you see I broke mine and my brother came over and rescued me. I don't know how you take it out, sorry. But as you've seen, it's driving perfect. We're back on the road. No leaks at all down there, nothing at all. It's not dripping. So guys, I guess now you know, if you ever scratch that shaft inside here, and I don't want to pull that out again, I'm not ready to work, and yeah, remember how I had scratches on the shaft, just take emery cloths, you know, smooth it out, and it'll work. There's your proof right there. Thanks for watching, and God bless you.